All right. Welcome to my campaign, guys. Um I have stuff not popping up. Okay. Um yeah, welcome. Um yeah, I'm Professor H. I'm the DM. We have Nomadica TV and SIrRemothy. Their links are right there in the thing. All right, let's start the campaign. In the Kingdom of Avira, a land of heroes and kings, sits a large, glistening lake surrounded by lush forests, green plains, and large mountains. On this lake sits a marble city of Greco-Roman architecture and reflects off the kind of like the turquoise blue waters of Lake Avir. The city that sits on the lake, on the side where the river Avir enters Lake Avir, is the capital city of Hiros of the Kingdom of Avira. A tall marble colossus of the first king of Avira stands upon a marble dragon on a small island just off the shores of the city. And next to that, there's another small island and that has a large kind of ivory kind of marble tower. This is the royal palace. Both of these can be seen anywhere from the city. The city is bisected by a river that runs out of Lake Avir, heading west outside the city and towards the sea. And yeah, where the marble or where the river meets the lake, that's where the bridges are that connect both sides. They're pretty tall. They go up a little ways over the water so ships can comfortably sail under them. There's large marble walls that kind of surround the city, and there's kind of like a sea gate on both sides. And yeah, and this is where our story begins. So, who wants to introduce their character first?
Well, if we're coming into the city one at a time, then I'll go ahead and walk on in.
All right. So, go ahead and kind of introduce and describe your character.
My character's name is Conlen, first level artificer, half elf, uh, considered to be chaotic good. He would consider himself to be lawful good, but his lawfulness is based on his own sense of morality. And since morality changes from person to person, then it may not follow in line with what the laws of a city or other people might be. His objective, or his hometown was he had a family that was unfortunately died to the wounds of from monsters. They were herbalists, and he grew up uh, uh, taking up the family tradition of trying to help with medications for the sick and the wounded in town. But unfortunately, when he became an adult, thinking that he'd be able to help change things to where there wouldn't be monster attacks, the same thing happened yet again. Another friend of his was died to the wounds of another monster, and he decided to take up arms, killed said monster, becoming a folklore or folk hero in his hometown. But he didn't feel that was good enough, and left to or left the herbalism in charge of his friends, who he had grown up with, childhood friends, and decided to take up arms and find a way to be able to protect the town better by finding knowledge and information and bringing it back to the town.
All right. So, as you enter the city, you notice the streets are bustling. There's a lot of people, various mixed races all over the place. The city is kind of like a melting pot of cultures. You see ships kind of go through along the river, people walking past you. And what would you like to do?
Uh, Gonna look around to see if there's information or like an informational board, or see if there's signs that might direct me towards a smith. Uh, Need to or didn't have good equipment back in my hometown, and need to go ahead and see if I can find a way to get a shield.
All right. So yeah, there are plenty of signs kind of along the city streets and the corners and all that. You do see one that kind of points toward the bazaar.
Heading that way.
All right. And as you do that, we'll go over to Nomadica. Go ahead and introduce your character and how you've come to the city.
Yeah, I've been living back in the woods on the other side of the lake, and I would come into the city, hood kind of up, kind of everything tucked in, just kind of walking in. I am mine. Um, I'm from the Feywild. I am a fairy. Um, I'm a chaotic good character, and I love everything animals, plants, nature, and whenever I was young, I was running around with my little friend Nutty and fell into a mysterious portal in the Feywild, bringing me to this land. Searching for a way to get home, I found the city of Hiros and heard that there may be possible books on travel, looking to find a way to get back home.
All right. And as you're wandering the city streets looking for some kind of source of knowledge, of course, you also see signs along the city streets. You see one pointing toward the Adventurers Guild, one toward the Bazaar, one toward the Rose Gardens district, one toward the Coliseum, and one toward the Library of Heroes.
I guess I would pull my hood up a little bit more, kind of trying to stay as inconspicuous as possible and head towards the library.
Okay. And we'll cut back to Conlen. All right.
Oh,
So you travel for a few minutes, maybe half an hour at the most, and you come across this bustling bazaar. You have stalls, you have stores, you have people, just sitting outside, eating out, eating like outside at these tables out like in front of these kind of like makeshift restaurants where people are serving food. Um, you do see kind of in front of a little building, you see kind of like just this medium-sized, hairy, broad, kind of shouldered guy, and he's just beating on some metal on a anvil.
all right. Walk up to him, say nothing, wait for him to uh, complete his task or pay attention.
All right, so he's pretty focused on kind of shaping whatever he's making. It looks to be almost like a blade at the moment. Not a very big one, maybe about 12 inches at the moment, but still pretty rough. Um, you do kind of notice he does kind of catch the attention as he kind of catches attention, like as you step toward him. He looks up real quick. Uh, can I help you?
Looking for a shield.
Shield. I might have a few in stock. Any particular style?
Um, no particular style in mind. Just simply need something larger than a buckler,
Hmm.
not a smaller than tower shield, larger than buckler, one arm.
All right. Why don't you come inside? Have a look at my wares. So he leads you kind of inside his blacksmith shop. You see there's some various armors, some iron plate. There's some leather with some studs. You see swords kind of on the walls, some maces, and you do see a couple shields kind of in the back behind the counter. There's one that's kind of like almost like a Viking shield. It's got like a metal plate in the middle that kind of bulges outwards and like a bowl. Um, you see kind of like a tower shield. It's kind of like flat at the top and then kind of comes down to a point at the bottom. It's about 2 or 3 feet long. Both of these kind of are made mostly from wood, but they all kind of have steel kind of fastenings and things along the side that kind of hold it together. Um, I have a couple in stock, but if you want, I could also custom make you one if that's what you're interested in.
I might take you up on a custom offer at a later point. For now, I'll just need something to get by.
All right. So he kind of goes. He takes one of the shields off the walls. I gotta find my PHB real quick. Kind of get a price point here. I had it here somewhere. There it is. All right. Just look at items real quick. Perfect.
If it helps save time, I pulled up a standard price of a shield being 10 gold. You can, you know, based off that if you want.
Okay. Yep. Yep. All right. Okay. So he looks like tell you what, I could sell this to you for we'll say 10 gold.
I nod and simply reach into a pouch, pull out the gold, say nothing, and hand it on over.
All right. So he grabs the gold from you, and he grabs the shield, hands it over the counter to you with both hands.
All right. Slide my arm straight into the shield, heft it to check the weight and see if I can secure it on my back, basically on my backpack.
All right. So he kind of leans over. You need me to fit it to you a little bit better. All I have to do is kind of mess with the straps, and we can probably get it to adjust your arm. No extra cost. I can just kind of get a little bit more accustomed to your body if you'd like.
Conlen just kind of grunts. I'll handle it. And walks off.
All right. I'll have a good day, he says as you leave.
Okay, it's working.
All right. Mine.
Next thing Conlen will start doing is looking for food, but we can go ahead and carry on to the next.
Okay. So you kind of go over to like the food court area of the bazaar, and we'll cut over to mine. All right, mine.
As I'm walking, do I happen to see the market district at all?
The library is more kind of in like the center kind of town square area where like there's more municipal buildings and stuff. You know, like libraries. Kind of
Okay.
like banks and stuff like that. It's
Okay.
kind of like some general infrastructure stuff.
All right, cool. I'll just keep heading towards the library.
All right. So as you're entering like the more municipal district, the buildings are a little considerably bigger here. They're more ornate, more marble. There's these massive, kind of very well decorated marble pillars holding up like the front of each of these buildings. All of them are made out of this nice kind of like really shiny marble. And
Okay.
yeah, eventually you see one with a big sign in the front, a library of Hiros carved in the stone at the top, and it's this massive stone building, big pillars in the front, stairs that go probably about 10 feet up, and then there's a big couple set of double doors that all lead inside.
All right. I just kind of shrink down into myself a little bit and hold my cloak tight and just kind of walk my way that way. A little intimidated by how big everything is.
All right. So you head right in front of the library. You climb up the stairs and you reach these big, heavy oak doors.
I guess I knock on the door with my staff.
Okay, so you knock on the door. There's no answer. You do see a random man just kind of walk past. He gives you a weird look, real quick, kind of like,
Um,
"Oh, what are you doing?" And then he looks
um,
back, and then he just kind of,
excuse me, sir.
"Yes."
Is the library open, or I'm not really from around here. I don't really know. Um, it- how does one get access to the library?
You just kind of enter, I guess. He says.
Oh, okay. And I just kind of put my hand up to the door and kind of push a little bit, kind of wearily.
Okay, so it takes a little bit of force because your character is a little bit smaller, but the door does eventually open, but it takes a little bit of strength. Not much, but it's definitely heavy. The door kind of opens slowly, and you slip your way inside. So inside, you see kind of like right in the front, there's this kind of big wooden counter. It's a couple, rather well dressed women and men kind of working it. It's kind of checking books, labeling them, putting them to the side. You see a couple other people take like carts of books, kind of out toward the rest of the library. Uh,
Uh,
Behind them, you can see massive, like several rows upon rows of just shelves, and there's even like a balcony toward the back that has more massive bookshelves on it.
I guess I'm just gonna kind of stand there for a minute and look just at all the books and how big this space is, and kind of not even like paying attention to where I'm walking, walk towards the desk and just kind of stand there just looking in almost complete terror.
All right. So one of the library ladies notices you. And because of your size, she assumes you're a child. Hello there, young sir. What can I help you with today?
Oh, excuse me, miss. I, I'm looking for, um, uh, I'm sorry. I'm looking for books on other dimensions, possibly travel through uh, portals or through teleportation of some sort. Do you happen to have anything on that?
Hmm. I believe we have some stuff on in the fiction section. If you're looking for some childhood stories, they kind of have portals and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm not. I'm looking for more. I'm not a child. I, I'm.
Oh,
I'm
are you one of those gnome folk?
not not really. And I kind of just pull the hood back a little bit to show my ears and just kind of the glint in the eye, and it's kind of creepy the way that it just not meant to be creepy, but I just kind of pull it back and just one eye just flicks open real quick, and
Oh,
I'm not necessarily from around here. I'm
oh,
kind of lost.
indeed. I don't know if I've seen one like you before. Um,
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone like me either, unfortunately, and a little squeak comes from my pocket as I just kind of put my hand there holding it.
well, are you looking for things more of the arcane variety?
Possibly. Have you heard of a place called the Feywild?
Feywild, the Feywild. I don't believe I have.
Maybe in a children's book, maybe of uh mystical creatures or a
Uh,
happy place.
well, we do have a lot of children's stories that kind of have, they kind of have that more fantastical stuff. But you know what they say,
Have you
sometimes,
heard of have you heard of a unicorn?
of course, but I thought of those only as myth.
Uh, I'll take any books you have on that general subject and maybe some arcane means of movement, teleportation, portals, things like that. If you have any by chance.
Well, unfortunately, city law forbids a public library to have any books involving arcane. I could lead you to some books I mean, there's children's stories, but
You know,
maybe you can
that
find.
that that will be perfect. I'll look at the kids' books.
All right, so she leads you back to a section, and it's a lot of children's kind of stories, bedtime stories. You know that like it, no matter where you go, a lot of you know well enough that like a lot of these stories come from something. They say legend always kind of has some little facet of truth in there. So you're hoping kind of like you can derive that truth from these stories, seeing if maybe you can find some kind of information, some kind of common connection.
Yeah. And as I scan through the books, is it mostly the books that I've seen around other towns? The same kind of general
Yeah,
mythos stories? Anything that sticks out that's different?
you do see a lot of the same. You see some more rarer editions of stuff. And as you kind of go through them, you see a lot of things. Some stories saying fairies will take children away. Others say they'll grant wishes. In terms of portal and stuff like that, you only kind of see one, but it's in a. The lady tells you that one somehow got misplaced here. It's like that doesn't belong here, and it's an actual kind of like a commentary written by, said to be written long ago by one of the quartet of mages or supreme mages that disappeared long ago during the void sending. Uh,
Um, do you mind if I look at that real quick? Just I mean, I promise I won't cause any trouble. I I just want to go home.
all right. So yeah, she hands you the book, and as you look through it, you see a section written about the theories of possibly sending things in other realms. It's very hard to understand though. It's kind of all over the place. Um,
Do I happen to see any words in like Sylvan or anything of the tongue of my area?
you do not, but do you speak celestial or infernal?
I do not.
All right. So you do see some stuff written down in a couple different languages that you don't quite understand. These look like possible rituals, but
Okay.
and
Um, I guess I would ask her how to check out a book if that's possible, or
well, we need you to record your name, your place of residence. So if you're late, we know where to send the notice that it's overdue, and there'd be a little, probably like a one silver fee, one silver fee to take it out, and then 5 copper for every day it's overdue.
um, it's fine. I'll just read it here,
All right.
and I'll find like a nook over in the corner and sit down with the book and kind of look through it.
All right. I heard Joe come in. Joe, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So, Joe, go ahead and introduce your character.
Where the heck actually am I?
Just introduce your character and I'll kind of describe where you are.
Oh, my character is Mofan. I remember correctly. He is a human mage. I believe it's just mage, yes. And at the moment, he has amnesia for reasons we will not get into yet.
All right. And all right.
He
So,
has a bunch. He also has a bunch of scars that glow with odd energy.
okay. So, Mofan, you find yourself kind of floating in like this purplish rainbow, kind of odd colored void. You don't know if it's been days, weeks, years, centuries. You've just been kind of floating here. You're finally coming back to consciousness after who knows how long. And suddenly, in the darkness and in the color, you see this weird, kind of almost circular, ovular shape of just white light a little bit in front of you.
Uh, I'm gonna go towards the light.
So you try to swim kind of through the void. You're kind of going pretty slow because there's nothing really kind of to push you along. There's no like friction or anything like that. Eventually, you do reach a light, and you're almost sucked out of it. And next thing you know, you're falling. You're falling, and you're going really fast. You see blue skies overhead. You see something blue below you. You see a large statue kind of rapidly going past you. And next thing you know, loud splash, and you're submerged in water. And as you make your way back up to the surface, you see a large 100+ foot statue to your side, another tower over to the side of that, and you see a large city just kind of maybe 50 yards in front of you.
Okay, so I remove my flashlight. I'm right here.
Is it Staten Island?
I'm legit right in the lake right now. Let's start swimming as I mutter to myself. How the hell? How did I end up here? Last thing I remember was floating on nothingness. Then splash. Where's my assistant?
So yeah, you just kind of you doggy paddle your way because where you're from, your water's kind of a new concept to you. You're struggling a little bit. Just give me an athletics check.
Oh shit. Gotta bring up my character. This could go terrible. You said athletics?
Athletics, which would be a strength.
Oh, oh no, I got a -1 in that.
Oh,
Oh, this could be fun.
I'm gonna drown. I better get a 20, please. Wait, wouldn't it be a stamina? What did I get, by the way?
Oh, for some reason it's rolling with advantage, but we'll go with the
Oh, I
one on
gotta
the
fix that.
left. So
Alright, let me
you
fix
rolled
that.
you rolled a 2.
Oh, that
So
sucks.
you kind of stop or you keep doggy paddling, but you're not going anywhere but under the water. Then, you kind of go under, you watch the surface get further and further away, and your vision starts to go black. And right before it does, you feel a grab on your arm as it yanks you up and throws you onto a boat. Oh, that was a close one, wasn't it? How'd you get out here?
I would like to know that myself.
Say,
Who are you?
I'm just an old fisherman. Gotta make ends meet. But I say, seeing somebody coming out of the sky like that, that's not something we usually see around here.
You wouldn't happen to have seen someone else besides me?
Sure, I've seen a bunch of people. This is the city, after all.
Oh, no, I mean, my assistant. I remember having an assistant with me, but I can't seem to quite find them.
No, I think you're the only one who fell out of the sky today.
It's quite peculiar. Where am I?
Well, since you kind of fell out of the sky, I assume you don't know, but this is Hiros, the capital city of the great Kingdom of Avira.
Avira?
Yes.
And bloody hell is that?
Well, are you not from Estera at all?
I don't know where I'm from.
Well, maybe somebody at the College of Mages or at the Venturers Guild might know where you're from. We'll bring you over that way. All right, and I also see that RahMetal joined.
Is he in the party?
He is.
Okay, good.
I have been sitting here for 30 minutes.
Oh,
You motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
How have you not noticed me?
I didn't hear the thing. Like, I haven't been hearing like the little sound that Discord makes when somebody joins in.
Yeah, it's very obvious from the two times I pinged you.
Oh shit!
All right.
All right.
How do I fix
I just need to
roll with advantage and disadvantage?
We can figure that out in a bit. Yeah, RahMetal. Yeah, welcome to the city of Hiros, and go ahead and introduce your character and how you got here.
One moment.
Okay.
All right. Well, the the name's Feng Oshar. I was sailing along the seas, with my paw, and we got ambushed. Our ship floated ashore, and my paw was nowhere to be seen. So now I'm out on a journey to find my paw.
All right. So you
So I
kind.
guess I just go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So you kind of arrived kind of on a boat, or did you kind of like wash up?
I kind of washed up, kind of. The boat's kind of roughed up. You know, a cannonball kind of hit it, so it's gonna have a bit of damage after that.
All right. So, how did you make your way to the city of Hiros?
Is the voice going to be a problem?
No, you're fine. I actually like it.
Oh, okay. Repeat the question.
So, how would you say you made it to the city of Hiros?
Well, I have to imagine I floated ashore. I, after after that incident, and now I'm just getting my bearings together. I'll wake up and like brush the water off of my raggedy old coat. Try to wring it out as much as possible. Take off the torn up hat, pat it off. I've got this giant great axe slung across my back. I should have a picture of my character up now. I don't know if anyone can see that.
Nice to see it.
Should be in the journal section.
Okay.
Got a nice little bone necklace around my chest. Leather pants, and a cat that keeps wandering in front of my keyboard.
They just want to be involved. It's okay.
That's fine. You can be involved. But yeah, I would just wash up on shore, just kind of like still getting my bearings together.
All right. So, as you kind of wash up on shore, you kind of Heroes is kind of centered on like a giant lake that has a river that kind of comes through it.
So would I be just floating on down this river?
Yeah. You kind of flowed down and kind of got into the lake, and then kind of washed up to the shores. So, yeah, as you kind of get on the shore, you kind of wipe the water off, shake off a little bit. You see a fisherman, and you see an odd-looking man with like all these glowing scars and stuff all over his body disembark from their boat onto the shore.
I guess I'll approach them and I'll be like, "Help!
Oh, hello. How are you today?
Oh, God. Is there?
Oh,
He looks kind of beaten up. Where am I?
Well, you're in the city of Hiros. I just found this young chap kind of floating in the water as well. He fell from the sky.
Oh, jeez. Is he all right?
Yeah, never better. We'll leave it at that.
Imagine.
I was just on the way to take him to the Adventurers Guild. If you'd like to tag along, surely you guys might be able to find, or at least get your bearings there.
Does the Adventures Guild have a mini bar?
Of course, they have a full pub.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right.
Sounds like a good place to get myself back together.
So he leads you guys that way. All right, and we'll cut back to Conlen, who just left the blacksmith shop and enjoyed a nice meal from the food court in the bazaar.
After a nice meal, after just taking the time to eat, I've got two objectives in mind. One is to make sure to find residents for the night, if needed, and the second is that I'm going to need to practice my skills in general. So finding a quest or a bulletin board of maybe flyers of people trying to seek or give out jobs. Just casually, just trying to look around to see if I can find anything without his objective. Conlen's objective would be not to really talk to anybody if he doesn't have to, and just see what information he can find by observing and walking around.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check.
Haven't used Roll20 too much, but I'll give that a shot here.
So, as you're trying to kind of find something, a little butterfly just kind of flaps its wings, and you're stunned by its beauty, and you completely miss a potential conversation or two. However, you do see various flyers kind of all over the place that have been talking about this adventurers guild, that's looking for new adventures to help get them trained and out into the world and, doing good things for it.
Adventurers Guild information, practicing my skills makes sense, and look around or look to see if there's any direction as to where this Adventurers Guild is supposed to be on this flyer.
Okay, so the Adventurers Guild is one of the biggest known places here in Hiros, so there's signs everywhere that go to it.
Then I will follow said signs.
All right, so you make your way toward the Adventurers Guild as well. All right, now for mine. All right, so you're reading the book.
I want to look around and see if anybody's like watching me.
All right, make a perception check.
A 9.
Oh man. So you look around. There's definitely people looking at you, but it doesn't seem like they're really investigating you. They're just they've never seen anything quite like you before.
I'm gonna grab a book that's next to me, whatever other book there is. Just grab one and walk back over to the shelves. And as I put the book that I grabbed away, I want to slide the other one into my pocket. The one that they pointed out.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Please be good, please be. Oh, 6.
Okay, so you go to try to get this book in your pocket, and you kind of misjudge it, and it falls on the floor, and kind of draws more eyes toward you.
Oh, okay. I'll just pick up the book and take it up to the front counter.
All right. So
and
sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, so you make your way to the front counter. So the front counter stands about like 3 feet up, so you're kind of like your eyes are just kind of peeking over it. The lady knows you. Oh, hello again.
This book, what's to be done with it? Like, does it just stay here in the library, or?
That is one of our older, rarer editions. We don't generally loan those ones out. So, unfortunately, yeah, it'll have to stay here. But you're welcome to come back and read it at any time.
Okay, could you put it in a safe place? I have a feeling this might be something of importance.
Oh.
For me, I don't want anything to happen or for any. Yeah.
Of course, dearie. So she takes a book, she kind of sets it behind the counter. You see her kind of rip off a piece of parchment, write a little note on it, kind of stick it on top. And it's like, there you go. Next time you come back, he'll be ready for you.
Okay, thank you so much. And I'm gonna head outside and head over to just start walking towards the marketplace because I figure that'd be the best place to find any inkling of work.
Okay. So, yeah, you make your way toward the marketplace.
Kind of look around, see if there's anybody handing anything out, just anybody looking like they might know anything about anything, because I don't know anything about this place.
All right, go ahead and roll another perception check.
A little bit better, 15.
All right. So you hear kind of like a couple women gossiping. You overhear the conversation. They're talking about this really famous hero who's been going around just slaying some like monsters and stuff like that. And hear an important part that like the Adventurers Guild's been really putting in some work lately.
The Adventurers Guild. I mean, that'll mean there's people there. Well, I do need money. I've got to fund this research somehow. All right, I guess. Are you ready to go to the Adventurers Guild? A little squeak comes from my pocket. All right, as long as you're there, and I start heading that way.
All right. So we'll go back to Feng and Mofan, along with the fisherman. So this guy's leading you across the city. People are passing you left and right. Mofan, you keep catching people's attention because like you have glowing bits on you, and generally glowing bits are not something people see every day. But you come across this big kind of like it's got kind of like a marble base with huge, large wooden columns, and the building's mostly made out of wood, except the base is it's nice, shiny marble. See a big sign in front of it, the Adventurers Guild. Would you guys?
I just stumble my way inside.
So you walk up to the door, you just kind of stumble, you push the door, and it just easily moves because your big half orc just swings open. Everybody kind of quickly takes a glance over what that was, and then gets back to what they're doing. You see, kind of like there's like a front desk. You have a half elf just kind of sitting there, writing stuff down at the desk. You can see past that. You see like there's tables. There's a bar in the back. There's a balcony that goes up with more tables.
Seats up at the front bar?
There are seats at the front bar.
I'm gonna sit up there. I'll fold my arms down and I'll ask the barkeep, what do you got?
All right. So turns around is this big kind of half giant man. It's kind of clean out the glasses, filling some tankards up, passing them down the bar. What are you looking for today? We got ale, we got more ale, and we have a little bit of a dark lager if that's what you're interested in.
Do you have anything that wakes up someone from almost drowning?
We have some fine wine.
God damn it. Ugh, wine? Alright, fine.
All right, so he takes out
Take
this
some
little.
wine.
He takes this little dinky wine glass that you have to hold with just 2 fingers because you can't get your entire hand around it. And he fills it up. It's like maybe a sip of wine to you.
The hell is
Enjoy.
this?
It's wine. Would you prefer a pint?
No. This is fine.
All right.
He just sips the small bit of wine up to his massive jaws.
All right, and as you're doing that, the door opens and in comes this half-elven guy. He's got a shield on his back, and yes, Conlen, what would you like to do as you enter the Adventurers Guild?
Looking around to get a rough head count of how many people are in this room.
Okay, so there's roughly 15 to 20 people.
All of them seem to be just going about their own business, and of course, this half-orc drinking wine.
Yep.
Any desk visible of somebody to speak to about joining the Adventurers Guild?
Yes. There's a half-elven man just kind of sitting at the desk. You see him filling out some paperwork and stuff like that. He's got his feather pen. It's just writing. His ears kind of sticking out, but he's got earrings. He's got like this kind of golden blonde hair, no facial hair whatsoever, and he's got like these piercing green eyes.
Walk up, say that, simply put down the flyer and say, looking for work.
You're new here, aren't you?
Just came in from the city of Bryce.
Ah, yes. Been hearing there's some trouble, been some trouble out there recently. Heard that somebody recently took care of it. You wouldn't by any chance know anything about that, would you?
I've heard things, a tale or two. Don't really know any names about it, though.
Interesting.
He, of course, lies through his teeth.
Go ahead and make a deception check. Okay, so he kind of half believes you. Like, okay. Well, what can I do for you today?
Looking for work.
All right.
Anything will do. Any problems surrounding the area. In general, just trying to earn a living.
All right. Well, we do have a board, but it's reserved for guild members only. I can get you signed up if you like. It's just a 5 gold entry fee, and pretty much covers everything. You'll be able to drink here, use everything at your leisure, all the facilities, train grounds, the bar. Would that be something that interests you?
He grunts, and then also looking for a place to stay. Do you have any recommendations?
Oh, we do have a few beds here. Guild members, of course, get to sleep for free. There are a couple inns and stuff around town. You're more than welcome to use as well.
While he's trying to say the second line of the inn, I just go ahead and pull out 5 gold and set it down.
Okay. So he pulls out a piece of parchment. Your name, sir?
Conlen.
Is that with a K or a C?
Conlen.
Okay, so he writes that down. All right, male, roughly 6 foot. Okay. All right. Well, he hands you this little pendant. It's got a little stone kind of pendant. All right, your starting rank will be stone. As you do more quests and stuff for us, you'll go up in rank, and the pay will be better each time. Again, feel free to use our training facilities. The bar's right over there.
He pauses for a second, looks towards the bar, and grunts and moves towards the bulletin board.
Okay. All right. So we'll now move over to mine. All right, mine. You're just kind of walking around. You got your hood up. You're kind of peering around, making sure nobody's really paying too much attention to you. You arrive at this massive building, Adventurers Guild, kind of carved in the wood at the top. Big marble base, large oak wooden doors, just a double set, and you kind of go in. You see that there was just this half elven man with a big shield on his back. Kind of go toward the bar and the bulletin board, and you see that other half elven man there, just kind of writing on his parchment, just kind of doing his thing. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna kind of stand there for a minute and take in the amount of people, count them all to myself, kind of reach into my pocket and do I see, I mean, I already know the answer, but do I see anybody that kind of looks like me at all?
You do not.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of wander over to the elven man writing stuff down. Excuse me, sir. I hear this is a place to find work.
Oh, a young one. Aren't you a little young to be in here?
Sure.
Well,
I mean, not really. I'm not really from around here. This is kind of just a means to an end. I need work to where I can do more research. I'm actually, I forgot where. I don't know how old I am.
don't know how old you are.
The only number that comes to head is 7, but where I'm from, time is a little wibbly wobbly.
7 years old. Unfortunately, this is only for adults, young man.
I mean, I'm an adult. I have this, and I pull up my my stick, and I can handle my own.
All right.
But I prefer to be with others, as I kind of think back into myself.
So it's just a stick that you're kind of
it's my staff, my where is it? My Fernian ash wand, but in my hand it just looks like a stick.
Oh man.
If you have if you have somewhere that I can kind of show you what I can do, you may
go ahead.
Realize there's more to me than looks.
All right, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
This should be good. Oh, actually, 14.
All right, so he kind of half believes you, half doesn't. Kind of gives you the benefit of the doubt. All right, if you're looking for work, unfortunately all we have is stuff for guild members. It's a 5 gold entry fee, but that'll give you access to pretty much all the guild facilities. And we can.
Do you happen to have any research areas or anything within the guild?
I mean, there is the mages section. It's kind of like a small library. There's a lot of stuff on arcane there.
Sure. As soon as I hear that there's arcane there, there's 5 gold that just in my hand on the table.
Okay, so he whips out a piece of parchment and his pen. I just need your name, sir.
Mine?
Yep. Your name, sir?
Mine.
Yeah, yours.
No, my name is mine.
Your name is mine? Oh.
It's a family thing.
Oh.
My mother is yours. My father is theirs. I am mine.
Your mother is mine?
No,
Well?
my mother is yours. My father
Okay.
is theirs, and I am mine. Nice to meet you. Your name is?
Hephaestus.
Hephaestus. Nice to meet you, Hephaestus. And you're the guild master here?
I'm just a guild curator. The guild master, he lives in a completely different continent. The actual.
Oh.
Yeah, we span all over the world.
What is his name?
I don't know. Come up with
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I just he's not from he's from a different place.
Yeah. The Adventurers Guild spans all of Estera.
Hystera. Have I heard that yet? Have I heard that before? Like,
you've heard a lot of people mention the planet as a whole as Estera.
oh, Hystera. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not from around here, as I kind of like shy away a little bit to where he can't really see me much.
All right, and then we'll cut the Mofan. So Mofan, you've been just kind of watching stuff happen. You see the half orc that you traveled with to get here. He went to the bar. You see him sipping on this tiny glass of wine with his big orc mouth, just can almost engulf the entire glass. You seen the half elf man just walk over, and he's looking at the board. You just seen this little kind of. He looks like a gnome, but you know it's definitely not a gnome.
Just a little person.
What would you like to do, Mofan? Joe, are you there? Okay, Mofan's not there. All right. So now, kind of all of you guys are in the same place.
It says he's muted.
Um,
I'm
There we
muted,
go.
but I don't know about anybody else. I muted myself because I had background noise happening.
all right. So yeah, you guys are all now kind of in the same area. So now we're gonna do just kind of popcorn style. Whoever wants to go ahead and go and do stuff.
I'm gonna walk over to the bounty board where I see the orc, I believe, over there, or was it the elf?
It's the half elf.
The half elf. I just want to kind of look at the bounty board, but out of the like actually be looking like out of the corner of my eye over towards the elf, just kind of looking at how tall he is.
SIrRemothy, how tall exactly is your character?
Conlen is technically 6'1", but 6 foot is fine as well. But he would be standing straight with his arms folded, staring at the board, looking at various different things. Of course, once Mine walks closer, he would glance over, and seeing as Mine is roughly the height of a gnome, he would actually speak in Gnomish to him.
All right, Mine, do you speak Gnomish?
No, I do not.
Okay, so you hear this half elf just kind of spit some gibberish at you.
I'm gonna respond in Elvish. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying.
He responds back in Elvish. Sorry, I mistook you for a gnome. I was checking to see if you knew anything about these quests here.
It happens all the time. Gnomes, dwarves. I never understand what anybody's saying, unfortunately. But I hear that it's work, and work means money, and money is good, apparently. But other than that, I don't. I don't really know anything about anything. I'm not from here.
Halfway through that speech, Conlen stopped looking at him and started reading the board again.
All right. And Feng. So you finish your little wine glass. Didn't take you very long. But you see this kind of little
This
fella.
wine tastes terrible.
I'm sorry. Would you like to try our ale? A little bit stronger.
Fine.
So he fills up a big pint glass, just slides it right down the bar toward you, and as you scoop it up, put it up to your lips, you see this kind of little fella and this half elf just kind of staring at this board. What would you like to do?
What are you doing? just scoot over to him and go, what are you doing?
I just kind of look at him. You said he had shiny bits.
He has like just little bone trinkets strung along his neck.
Oh, well then I kind of pull back the hood just a little bit to where it's just my nose sticking out, and you see a bone septum ring right at the tip of his nose, of mine's nose, and he looks over and he goes, "I like your style," and he just kind of sinks back into himself.
I like the septum ring.
Oh, well, thank you. You're really big.
You know, I wasn't very good at talking either. But so what's on the bounty board?
I don't
See
know what's on the
anything
bounty.
interesting?
Honestly, I can't even see the bounty board. It's way up there.
Alright. You mind if I give you a little help? He just offers his hand.
You hear me speak Druidic, if you know what that is, if your character speaks it. But I'm speaking to the little buddy in my pocket. Do you think it would be all right?
What is this?
Conlen is also interested and glances back over.
What is what?
You started speaking weird words for a second.
Oh, I was talking to Nutty.
Nutty.
Yeah, he's my he's
He just
my...
looks over. He just looks behind you. He doesn't want to be too assuming, so he just assumes they can't see who you're talking to. There's probably someone shorter behind you, so he's just like looking around you, leaning his head over, and just like.
In Druidic, I'm like, would you like to meet the people?
All right, you're speaking weird words again. What the hell?
Okay, and I reach into my pocket, and you see as I pull out just this ball of fur. This is Nutty, and he uncurls and pops up real quick, and it's a little squirrel, smaller than a normal squirrel, with red along the front of it, and a little in red tip on the tail. This is Nutty.
He leans his head really close to the squirrel and squints his eyes.
And Nutty just runs back up my arm and gets like behind my shoulder. He's my friend. He's honestly the only friend I have right now. We came here together, but anyway, yes, if you could help me look at the bounty board, that would be awesome. Nutty just runs back down into my pocket.
He's a little quizzical, and then he lowers his entire hand down and just scoops you up and hoists you up onto. Now the bounty board. How is it hanging?
It's kind of like nailed to the wall.
Kind of like nailed to the wall. Now, when I imagine this bar, I imagine this bounty board is like strung along like either the back of the wall, but he was able to see it, so I have to imagine it's on the table, on the bartending table somewhere.
It's kind of like, so the bar kind of like goes up all the way to the wall, and then kind of like not parallel, but the opposite, where it's kind of like not perpendicular, but it's like at a right angle. So you have like a right angle wall next to the bar, and like probably not even like 2 or 3 feet away from like the bar on the side wall is the bounty board.
He hoists him up and points towards the bounty board. I'll just say that.
All right.
You kind of
Stretch out his arm as far as he can towards the bounty board. If there's any platform near that bounty board, he's going to set him on top of it.
when you grab mine, you feel from his back a little bit of like a resistance. There shouldn't be anything there, but there is. And I kind of wince a little bit and kind of twitch a little bit and careful.
Oh, what is it? That's weird.
Just don't mind it. It's nothing. Don't worry.
All right.
It's
So
annoying. He's gonna take his word and just continue helping him towards the bounty board.
okay. So now you guys are all looking at the bounty board.
Yes.
All right. As you browse the quest board, bounty board, you see a few various postings. Some about, rats infesting a house. A couple about various creatures where they're not supposed to be. But there is one specifically that really stands out. It's a well-decorated piece of parchment. It's got flowers and livery, and you also notice a very fancy kind of wax seal on it.
As I'm looking at it, without moving or anything, I'd like to use Druidcraft to make the flower kind of bloom a little bit more and open up the parchment if possible.
So the flowers are kind of drawn on. They're not like
Oh,
actual
okay.
flowers.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. All right. This one looks cool. I like it. It's fancy and shiny. It reminds me of home, kind of.
From looking at the board, do I notice that there are any quests that either allow for either a single person or a small group of individuals?
There's a few. Yeah, there's one or two about like clearing out a rat infestation. Couple about clearing a small group of goblins in the sewers. Um, just various random, a lot of small time stuff.
And of course, the flowery one, right?
Yep.
Conlen will look. Conlen will look at the others and say, "I presume you both are looking for work as well."
Looking
Yes.
for more of a hangover antidote. I'm having a hard time remembering what happened. I came ashore and I was told there was a pub here, so I'm glad I'm here trying to get myself back together.
Gonna check to see if I had anything in my herbalism kit that might be a temper or a not necessarily a quick fix for a hangover, but a help in the right direction. Because I think even caffeine comes from herbs.
Yep. Go ahead and roll a nature check.
Tell him anything. I'll just go ahead and just start looking to see.
All right, 21. You definitely find like it's an herb that definitely kind of works both as like kind of like an anti-inflammatory and painkiller, but also has some caffeine in it.
All right. He holds out these herbs, and says, as he's holding out the herbs, says, "Faster we get these quests done and work together, faster we get paid. So if you'll join me, you can have this.
Ooh. Well, guess that'll work. He's kind of nervous at first before, like, he goes to reach his hand out for it, kind of takes it back a bit, looks to you. He's looking at what, half elf?
Yep, half elf with blue eyes, because I couldn't get the imager to go brown eyes for some reason, and brown hair. I've updated my picture on there as well if needed.
Nice. And then he looks to the mix of herbs in your hand and reaches out and takes. You have yourself a deal.
He looks to the smaller one because he's a softy at heart and doesn't want to tell anybody that he said if you're looking for work as well, you can join us.
Sure. Quick DM question.
Yes.
Herbalism kit, would I be able to refine that herb into a more palatable concoction, being a cook / herbalist?
Yeah, you'll be able. You can also roll a nature check with advantage.
Okay. Do you mind? I might be able to help with this, make this a little bit more palatable than just eating grass.
He lowers well, first he puts you down.
Okay.
And then he takes the bunch of herbs and hands them over to you.
I'm gonna smell them first, and then pull out the herbalism kit and try and refine this to more of a palatable something another.
That's actually perfect because
It's a 19.
Conlen wouldn't care about the
I didn't roll over
making
there.
it
Something.
palatable as much as the getting the effect necessary.
Yeah.
All
I don't know other. No, it didn't.
A 19
Didn't roll over there,
does.
but
19 does succeed. You're able to kind of grind it down to a nice powder, which would, if mixed with water, make a rather actual pretty decent drink.
okay. Barkeep, do you have any water by chance?
No, he
just
he
glass.
sets the pint of ale right in front of you and says, "Put it in."
Okay, and I just dump the powder in there and use my wand to give it a little stir. It's more like a toothpick. It's like a little stick, but
Before you're even done, like, stirring, he just pulls it away and starts drinking from it. Glug, glug, glug. You just see little dripples of, like, ale go down the sides of his chin, places it down, wipes away his mouth.
And remarkably, within seconds, your hangover is gone.
Ooh.
roll over there.
It's kind of like that kind of warm, softening feeling you get when your headache starts to subside.
Yeah.
Or after you've like taken, like, I don't know, NyQuil.
When the pressure just starts to finally release and everything just starts to feel much better.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I might not look like much, but if you'll have me, I'm definitely looking for work.
God, that synergy was on point.
All right. And Conlen will just say, "All right, then how about this one?" It just points at any one of them. Points at the goblin one in the sewers.
All right.
Can I see the flowery one real quick? I just want to see what it says.
Yeah.
I'm a curious person.
All right.
Do you need Conlen to grab it for you, or?
If you would please, my short arms Not.
Fang will stand up, reach out to grab it, just plucks it away, and then brings it down to him.
Okay. So you kind of pop open the seal and open it. This one reads, I'm looking for a group of adventurers who are willing to investigate a matter that has come to my attention. Discretion is required. If interested, meet me at my residence in the Rose Garden District, or the Rose Garden Row. Look for the house with the iron gate with dragon designs. Then you see kind of like that little dash thing, and then B.
Dash B. If I take it, will it cause a ruckus?
No, it shouldn't. Most
Okay,
everybody
I'm
else here
gonna
is busy getting drunk or just eating or just having a good time.
I'm gonna pocket it and be like, okay, let's go fight some goblins. Haven't seen those yet.
You said goblins and sewers. I like sewers.
What's a sewer?
Place where refuse goes.
Yours isn't in the woods?
Conlen looks around, looks at mine again, pauses for a second, seeming to think. You're not from here. So, what you need to know is that when you have a city of thousands of people, you can't all go in the woods. It's got to go somewhere.
I just look very puzzled and confused beyond belief, just like trying to figure out how that would work.
I'll explain an outhouse when we see one.
Outhouse. So people have more than one house. Never mind, let's go.
So you guys grab one of those goblin bounties off the board. And just before you guys head out, the guy at the front desk, oh, are you guys heading out on a quest?
Hey, Conlen holds up the goblin bounty. Do I need to check in?
Ah, yes. We do ask before anytime you take one of these, you just check in with us so we can, keep track of where you were, and if you die, all your stuff goes, next of kin and all that. But, okay, Goblin Bounty Sewers, okay. What's your names again?
Mine?
Yes, yours, please.
Mine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. So write that down.
Fang looks around, and I guess he's trying to get while they're trying to get that all sorted out, while they're doing the whole mind thing, he's just looking around for Mofen.
Yeah, Mofan's just kind of, he's just kind of staring around, just kind of looking, just kind of puzzled, looks very confused.
I look to the two others and I go, can we add one more?
Conlen looks at Feng, then looks at Mofen. Is that yours?
I just met him when I arrived on shore, but we can see what he's capable of. He's gonna walk over to him. He's gonna walk over to Mofen. He's gonna go, hey, we met at the shore.
Alright, so I'm gonna play Mofan until Joe gets back.
Oh, Joe's not here? Okay.
Yeah, he had to go bring his aunt to the doctor or something. But I know the character pretty well. I helped make him, so I can play him until Joe gets back. What's going on?
Look, you don't seem like you're very all together yet.
Well, I kind of fell from the sky.
I get that. I'm surprised you didn't just go grab a drink. Well, if you need a place to stay, I know where we can get some money.
Oh, really?
That sound good? Yeah, we were thinking about me and the two guys over there. We were thinking about going down and we're going out into some sewers. I don't even know. I don't think it matters what sewers are, but I just know they're very cramped and stinky, and it's just that I don't like very cramped places. Point is, there's a bunch of goblins down there. You want to smash some heads? There's no gold in it.
Why not? I guess it'd be a good distraction. Maybe.
Sounds like that's all I need, and he just scoots them in with the rest of the group.
All right. So yeah, so you guys head back out into the city. It is now kind of the sun is starting to set a little bit. Kind of have this nice, beautiful orange kind of tint on the horizon. You see like the sun just kind of sitting over the lake. The Colossus of Hiros, his shadows kind of, on the city now. Because apparently like the sun here sets in the east and rises in the west. It's a weird one. But yeah. So yeah.
Prior to departing, when the officiant had mentioned next of kin, Conlen did go ahead and update his adventurer's card to show that his or who his next of kin would be, and where to send his information if something were to happen to him.
All right.
Or his equipment if something were to happen to him.
Oh no, Joe doesn't have any spells. Alright, so yeah, you update your card. You got some of that information written down in there. Alright, so yes, you guys head out into the city in search of a way underground into the sewers.
Conlen still hadn't heard Feng's name, but he had told him that all right, then yeah, mention or nodding at Mofin, he's in your care.
He looks to Mofin and then looks back to I believe he's speaking to Conlen?
Conlen, but close enough.
Conlen.
Sorry. You can call him Conyen, it's perfectly fine. He won't take it.
No. I just didn't know if that was an I or an L, but Conlen. Yeah, that's fine. You got it. I make no promises, though. I'm kind of rusty.
What do you do?
In fact, if we really want this to work, we all need to be in this together. So we all protect each other, or we don't.
He nods and reaches down, and as they're walking, picks up a random pebble, makes it light up like just a bright light from this little pebble, tosses it in the air, catches it, and turns it off and says, This is one of the things I do. What do you do?
He reaches back to the big axe on his back, swings it down.
Conlen nods and looks at mine. And you?
Let's get somewhere a little bit more private before. I don't want to cause a scene.
I kind of already did by swinging down my axe, but it's okay. I understand.
Like I said, I'm not from around here. And I
Name's Feng.
I lean over to I'm over there by Feng and I go, "Hey, do you promise to protect Nutty with your life?"
I will protect everyone here with my life, so long as you do the same for me.
I will. But
We're all in this. We may be here as strangers, but once we go into those sewers, we need to act as brothers. We protect each other with our lives.
I can't do this without Nutty. I will protect everyone, but
then I will protect the Nutty. Nutty is a part of this crew, just as much as you all are.
Nutty just kind of peeks out of the pocket, runs up in my shoulder, and just stares at you.
He turns his head towards Nutty and holds out his hand and extends his massive finger towards him.
Nutty just runs across over your shoulder and snuggles up on your neck.
He tries to hold back. He tries to overpower his smile with a grimace, but he can't help it.
Nutty is my best friend in the whole world. And I just stop there.
If I
Just
may,
kind of.
I think I'm Mofan, by the way. I think.
You're not from around here either, are you?
I don't believe so. As I said, I
You.
kind of fell out of the sky.
I fell out of the sky. Maybe
Really?
we're from the same place.
You two fell out of the sky. I kind of came in by river.
Walked in from a town to the west of here.
I kind of just. I was walking through the woods, and we were just playing, and then all of a sudden.
I assume we're doing this while we're walking out of the bar.
Yes.
As we're walking towards wherever.
Yep.
Where the quest describes the sewer entrance for the problematic area.
Yep.
So you guys are walking. The sewer entrance is kind of along the banks of the river.
You can tell where it is just from the smell.
That too. This whole area smells a bit odd. I don't think I'm used to this. I don't think I've ever smelled anything like this before. For you guys, it's very. Except everybody but mine, you guys have smelled this before. It's just city air.
Yep. As Conlen's looking for the entrance to the sewer, he just says, "Yeah, this is what happens. Either you've got a quest for that somebody could take care of themselves just by releasing a few cats to take care of some rats, or we take care of goblins that people can't deal with."
This doesn't smell natural. There's nothing natural about this. What?
Conlen grins a little bit at that.
I'm way out of my element.
You'll get used to it. I did.
So a little bit more than an hour goes by. The sun's even further down on the horizon, just about to go over the mountains to the east. Sky's even darker. The city's starting to get dark. But you guys hear some water. You guys arrive at the riverbank. You kind of hear, some light water just kind of running into the river. And you see like a big iron grate, probably about 5 feet down on the bank, because there's kind of like a stone kind of wall thing that kind of separates the river from the street. And it's only about 5 feet up. But you also see it's kind of like an arc that kind of goes up and over an archway, I should say. Kind of sits on the wall. It goes up probably about 7-8 feet, and there's a giant iron grate there with kind of like a door. And it is pitch black in there, and you see water just kind of run down this little stream and into the river.
Using that stone I picked up earlier, just going to light it up.
All right.
It's just an artificer ability just to do that anytime.
Fair enough. All right. So are you guys entering the sewers?
Yeah.
Okay.
You mind if I hold that pebble? Is that even possible?
He just tosses it over and it stays lit.
Nice. I'll take the lead.
Nutty runs back and jumps into my pocket.
Very good.
As we wander in, as we start getting in a little bit, my cloak, you can kind of tell that it's moving a little bit and it's just kind of flowing, but in a odd manner, not like the wind is flowing it.
All right. I don't have access to Mofan's spell list or anything like that. All I have is this basic character sheet.
That's okay. We can use it as just a three-person party temporarily.
All right. So Mofan kind
I
of.
mean, it makes sense because he kind of has amnesia.
Yeah.
So he's probably just trying to remember everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't even know that he can cast spells, for example.
Yeah. So he looks at you guys real quick before you guys go in. I guess I'll stay out here and keep watch.
I reach and I grab a quarterstaff from behind me and I hand it to him. It's freaking tiny. It's like half of a nunchuck.
Oh man. He kind of grabs it in one hand, looks at it. Okay.
In case you get into trouble. And then continue on with the party.
All right. So you guys enter the sewers. It's dark. It smells horrible in here. You have the smell of must, human refuse.
Only human though, nothing else.
Yeah. You guys walk a little ways in. You can hear kind of like the scampering of rats, kind of with the water. The light from the pebble kind of shows like some bugs, cockroaches, and stuff scurrying all along the walls. And you go deeper in. Eventually, probably about 15-20 minutes into the walk, you kind of see like a hole kind of dug out from the ground or from the wall.
As we're walking, I'm gonna look over at Feng. You asked what I could do, and we're in more of a private area now. Would you like me to show you?
Sure.
All right, I take
He
the
holds
cloak
the
off.
light up, and it shows it over mine, kind of like a spotlight.
I take the cloak off, and as I do, you see these wings unfurl of blue, yellowish, magical looking bits of orange that just flutter out, and I just kind of float there. And as I do, my hands just start glowing and glowing as I use produce flame, and just flame appears in the right hand, disappears, flame appears in the left hand, and this is me.
This is. Now, I'm sorry. What am I? So you said little bits of lights are coming out?
The wings, it's not really light, like it's not like a light spell. You wouldn't you can't see by it, but they're kind of shiny, and hair is blue, piercings in the nose and the ears, bone and different gems, covered in what looks like leaves and animal hide. And I'm just kind of floating there with flame in one hand and my stick in the other.
Well, well,
Conlen just
kind of scary.
Grunts and keeps walking and readying his crossbow.
Unfortunately, it's a little different here than where I come from. I can't seem to get above a light hover. I don't know. But this is me. This is what I can do.
All right. So you make flames and you float. Let's go.
Very fair. All right. Feng takes the lead again.
I just kind of lightly hover across the ground behind.
All right. So yeah, as you guys are going through the sewers, as I said, you see kind of like a dark hole that's been dug into the ground. And yeah, it looks like it's been hand dug, or it's not in the ground; it's in the wall. Sorry.
Well, okay. Can we see into the hole at all?
Without light, it's very dark. Unless you guys have dark vision, then it's kind of like dim.
I mean, I am holding a pebble with light cast on it, so can I shine that in there?
I got the produce flame out also.
And plus dark vision.
I also have dark vision.
All right. Yeah, it looks like kind of a bit of a tunnel. It just goes deep. It's too deep for you guys to be able to see all the way through, and there's obviously some twists and turns in there.
How small is this tunnel?
It's pretty decent size. At the highest point, it's probably about 8 feet. It's probably about 10 feet wide.
I'm gonna throw the fireball or the flame, throw it down the tunnel to see how long it goes.
So it goes probably about 30 or 40 feet before it hits a wall, but you can see it kind of goes out, kind of to the left and right a bit.
Okay.
Right.
Shall we?
Feng will take lead. Head inside.
Yeah, let me enable Fog of War real quick. Bam. Fog of War, oof.
I apologize if I'm slow. I'm just waking up and just trying to get myself together.
It's all good, man.
It's all good.
Take your time. We're all here to have fun.
But yeah, okay, so brought you guys onto the map page. If you guys can bring your tokens over.
You can just go to the character.
Oh, okay.
No, you can go to characters and click and hold on your name and slide it over.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I forgot that I have that I have DM privileges here, so I have to switch myself over.
Undo. That background, no. Bad. GM info. Okay.
I'm here now.
Okay. Objects and tokens. Let me. It goes back to the map layer. Okay. So I gotta figure out what layer I threw this in.
You threw that on the map layer.
Okay. There we go. And we can go to the objects and tokens.
For a second there, I thought I saw myself up ahead.
These goblins be tricky. Watch out. Okay, so green is health. What is blue?
That is. I set that to AC.
Oh, okay. And then red is.
Red can be whatever you want.
Okay.
I mean, normally I'd set that to passive wisdom, but you should be good.
Okay.
Okay, let me just move over to the token or GM layer real quick. Drag some of these guys along.
Let's see.
Okay.
It's about a 8-foot height to be able to clear your head.
Yep.
Conlen will look to the others in case for some reason they don't know goblins are not 8 foot tall.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's a very good point.
Are they my size?
I pull my great axe out and I have it at the ready.
He grunts in confirmation to Mind's question.
Stick with me, buddy. And I'll just produce a flame in my hand to help light a little bit.
All right. Does anybody here have a perception of 15 or higher?
Good
Mine
question.
does.
Okay.
15.
No.
Okay, so mine, you're able to hear kind of like some chatter and some weird kind of language you don't quite understand. It's coming from multiple directions, all of which is in front of you, but you can hear it kind of bounce off the walls and all around.
I'll kind of. I hear there's something everywhere.
Yeah, it's just kind of bouncing. The acoustics of this place make kind of sound bounce.
There's commotion, but I don't know where it's coming from. I hear it literally everywhere. I don't know about this. Okay. All right, I can do this. Whew. All right.
You're okay, little one.
Got my light crossbow at the ready.
Feng will
So,
lead.
okay. So, as you kind of come up over this way, you see an opening over here.
When he says that does mine say that there are sounds?
Yeah, I say that there's sounds everywhere, and then I gave myself a little pep talk.
So once but I could hear that, I think.
Yeah, you could definitely hear it.
So once he takes notice of that, he's going to attempt a perception.
Okay.
See if he can hear the same thing. No.
You cannot
But he's
hear
still
it.
gonna stay on guard.
Okay. How are you guys kind of like approaching this like cavern here? Are you guys kind of going quietly or just normally?
We're definitely stealthing in.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be
No problem
stealthy.
with that.
Alright, I'll attempt stealth.
Okay. Yeah, everybody go ahead and roll your stealth.
Oh,
God.
Okay, so in your guys' attempt to be stealthy, your footsteps are pretty loud, and mine, all that chattering you just heard, just silenced.
I think they heard us.
Oh, jeez.
Be on guard. Be ready.
Sure as hell didn't hear me. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
you know
I'm
what?
kind of hovering, but my wings are probably making some noise.
He looks to the other two and goes, "Well, the best way to spot an ambush is to trigger it." And he charges.
Okay. Go ahead and
Goes right around the corner and just charges right in, screaming.
Okay. I just gotta move you over. Okay, everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
Now, I'm not saying you guys have to follow me, but Feng is just charging in.
Is each square 5 foot?
It should be, yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
So, Feng, as you ran right past the couple goblins, and one's kind of like
No.
right in front of you. So let's get the initiative thing rolled up. Boo. Oh God.
Oh. God, I'm having flashbacks to Lost Mines of Phandelver.
Okay, so I need to look at their stats real quick to see their speed.
In the first encounter in Lost Mines, you get ambushed by a bunch of goblins at level 1, and most of the time it usually ends in a party wipe.
Oh man.
You
Okay.
could not? That'd be great.
Oh no, you have me. That shouldn't be a problem.
Go to state against the wall here.
Okay.
Alright, and then
As you had run in, Conlen just goes, "Are you serious?"
okay. So, Goblin 3, who is gonna be this guy over here.
Oops,
This guy's gonna be Goblin 2.
that was a misclick.
And this fella's gonna be Goblin 1. Alright, so yes, you charge right past two goblins in face to face with another one. Goblin 3 goes first. He is going to roll an attack. with his scimitar. Oh god. Oh god, I might have Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay, so
I have a
let's
14 AC.
Alright, so this goblin swings his scimitar at you. You just kind of sidestep him. Alright, Goblin 1. His turn next, and he's also gonna swing at you because you're between them all.
Yep.
Do they have nimble escape? Okay, so that's their only ability. 17.
Oh, that will hit.
Okay. So it's 1d6 plus 2. Alright, 8
So is-
damage.
Jesus! Wow, the high rolling!
Is this one 3? The one that I'm pinging?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. This is 2, and this is 1.
Okay.
Alright, now it's Goblin 2's turn, who's also right on Feng. I'm sorry.
Wow! Wow!
Oh, okay. That
Is it
changes
too
everything.
late? Is it too late to say that I'd like to rage?
On your turn.
No, it's fine. It's fine. All right. Well, let's see how much this is.
10
Yep,
damage.
Bang is down. But wait. Aha! Let me just see this.
Alright.
Boom! Relentless endurance.
Oh, nice. Okay. So now it's
I
your
dropped
turn.
to 1 instead.
Alright. And it is your turn. Oh, wait. No, wait. No, Conlen would have went first.
I wasn't worried.
Conlen had a 21.
He did run straight in, so I presume that going in blind was going to be getting ambushed regardless.
Yeah,
Surprise
so
attack,
I thought it was the surprise.
Oh, okay. So then we'll just go to the top of the order. All right, Conlen, is your turn.
All right. I'm going to get within 10 feet of them. So here, 10 feet, yeah? Or is that just barely outside the 10 feet?
Were you right?
Ruler.
Were you right here, or?
That's 15 from where you're at.
Okay, so I'd be here then.
Alright.
And gonna utilize poison spray.
Okay.
Clicked it earlier, but that was a misclick. I'll go ahead and click it again.
All right. Yeah, just let me know what I have to roll, if I have to roll anything.
Yep. It's gonna be they have to make a Constitution saving throw of my spellcast ability. I did not put that down, did I? It's a Constitution saving throw versus my spellcast.
All right. So is this like an area of effect, kind of like a straight line?
Targets one creature. So I'm targeting the Goblin 1.
Okay, so this guy up here, or this guy down here?
Down there. So Goblin 2.
Okay.
Targeting Goblin 2. Opening my hand, spraying a bit of poison.
Okay.
And
he rolled a 2.
And that is going to be...
That's a D12 poison damage. Let's go.
D12 poison. Just roll.
Let's go. High roller.
Okay. So you spray this goblin with your poison spray, gets his face, gets his mouth, gets his eyes. You just see him kind of cough, throw up, and it's kind of blood, mucus, and all sorts of stuff. Then you see him kind of fall to the ground, hands at the throat, choking to death, and just then kind of falls still. And he is dead.
Fantastic.
And
nice.
Do you have any bonus actions?
No, I took a move, took a regular action. I'm good where I'm at.
Okay.
Besides having my crossbow ready, but it was already ready.
All right. So it's Goblin 3. It's his turn. He's gonna swing at Feng with an 11. So I'm assuming that's a miss.
Miss.
All right.
There we go. Come on.
He is going to use his bonus action and his nimble escape ability, and he's going to disengage.
Ooh.
And kind of move back. Now it's Goblin 1.
Odd. Here it goes.
He's going to swing as well with another 11.
Yes! Oh my god!
He is going to use his nimble escape. What's your speed? 30? Okay. And he is going to retreat.
This is what I love so much about low level. Stakes are high.
All right, Feng, it's your turn.
All right, so now for what it counts, I would like to rage. And he is going to dash forward, take a swing at this guy. I have this new ability. Hold on a second. I need to check this. This is da-da-da-da as a do-do-do. And okay, not going to use that then. All right, so he's just going to move up to this guy, take a swing with his mighty great axe.
All right.
13.
13 would be a hit because this guy does not have a shield.
Ooh, all right, all right. It's going to take 10 slashing damage.
All right, describe your kill.
All right, just nothing too fancy. Just digs the axe right into the side of his neck, cuts his head off.
All right. So with a violent, quick swing of your heavy axe, it hits perfectly along the neck and almost effortlessly. The head of the goblin comes right off and flying into the wall and smashes, leaving a blood stain on the wall. As the rest of the body grows limp and just kind of falls to the knees and then down on the ground.
1, 2, 3 is the last bit of my movement to try and chase down this one.
All right. All right, mine is your turn.
Okay, I got a question for you. As far as spellcasters go with a bonus action, if I was to use Healing Word as my bonus action, would I be able to still use a cantrip?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right, then let me make sure he is 25. He is. Okay. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Feng.
Ooh, nice.
That is 5 points of healing.
Nice. Very
And
nice.
then this goblin up here, I'm going to use Thorn Whip with a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
All right, that's 4 points of damage, and he's pulled 10 feet closer.
Okay. So, it's 10 feet, so it's like right here.
Yep.
And 4 points, so that... Okay, so he is
Would I have been
bloodied.
able to see that from where I'm at, or would I have had to move?
You'd see it. Yeah, you'd see it. So you lash out your thorn whip, and it wraps around its neck, and then violently rips him forward, leaving a lot of blood kind of going down the goblin's body. He is, however, still standing.
Hmm.
And would you like...
I'm going to move... go back to cursor. I'm going to move over here closer, right there.
All right. All right, Conlen, is your turn.
All right, gonna move right on over here in order to make sure not to be in the path of the rampaging half-orc, and just fire a crossbow bolt straight at the goblin.
Okay.
See if we can get him.
14. I'm assuming this guy doesn't have a shield. That would hit.
All right. I don't know why it does that second number, but that's 1d8 plus 1 for piercing.
It's rolling with advantage, but it's fine.
Yeah, just go on the left roll.
The left roll's the primary one.
Yeah. Okay. So, aim your crossbow and go ahead, describe the kill.
All right. As choking them seemed to have been extremely effective with the poison, then clearly something about their throat is their weakness. So it's a crossbow bolt straight through the throat.
All right. So as the thing flies off the crossbow, the bolt, he's just kind of going so fast he can't even see the bolt. You just see something hit the throat of the goblin. He tries to grab it, but you can hear him gurgle like, and he falls down. Eventually, eyes roll in the back of his head. He falls face first on the ground, dead.
Seems like they need to breathe.
All right. And I'm gonna keep you guys in initiative order. But yeah, this particular encounter is done.
He's still panting really heavily. And then, like, his hands are gripped tight around the great axe. And as the battle slows to a crawl, he comes out of the rage. Deep breaths.
Conlen glances over. We may not be done. You may want to keep that going.
It's hard to concentrate when
I wanna-
there's nothing to hit.
I want to walk over to him and just slap him.
While you
Just enough to
slap
do
on
like,
my
yeah,
crossbow.
just enough to keep the rage going. Just do it. Just max him. And then I back up.
I'm angry. Now I'm angry for different reasons.
All right, and now, as you guys are doing this, one of you guys, any of you guys, go ahead and roll perception.
Perception.
There we go. 24. Why is it not rolling over here? Oh yeah, it did. Okay.
All right, Feng, you all you can kind of see is some quick movement out of the corner of your eye. Mine, you see 3 more goblins come up on you guys.
So I just need to take a look at my rage and see. It's been a while since I played a barbarian, so I gotta see how long. Okay, a minute.
I guess that would probably be over here because I walked over and slapped him and then walked back up.
Yep. It's still active.
So 3 goblins, they kind of see, their fallen comrades. They do their weird little sounds, and they have to roll their initiative. Oh, this is Goblin 4, Goblin 5, Goblin 6. All right, let me roll their. So one was a 3. One was 17. And the next one is a 6. And descending. All right, in the top of the order, Conlen.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and move on in and actually use my other cantrip. Green Flame Blade. We're going to be using a physical attack with a dagger. Or, excuse me, with my hand axe. While utilizing the Green Flame Blade. So the left one was an 8. That's the initial roll, right? Or is that with the proficiency?
So the one on the left is the first roll.
I'd love to stop rolling both, if you guys can.
You know what? I'll take care of that. Give me a moment.
I appreciate it. I don't know all of the functions here. But I guess that would be an 8 then. Yeah,
All
5
right.
plus 1 plus 2.
Okay, so let me assign these guys their numbers.
I'm going to take control of your character sheet real quick, so if you see anything weird, just ignore it.
How dare.
Okay, so Goblin 6. Now, the green flame has to hit in order for it to have its effect.
On a hit, yeah, the target suffers weapon damage, and the fire would lead to the next one.
Okay, so Goblin 6 has a shield, so you swing your axe at him, and he puts a shield up, and your axe just kind of bounces off the metal part of his shield.
Right.
Alright, Goblin 5 is going to move down toward you, and he's going to swing with his scimitar. Skimmy Simmy, Bambatar. I'm sorry.
Nope, there is no sorry. The dice have spoken.
Jesus Christ!
5 damage.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Right.
Minimum. Nice.
Roll your hand axe for me.
Say what?
Roll your hand axe. It
Roll
should
the
work
damage
now.
from index?
No. Just roll the hand axe attack.
Oh, just trying it out. Oh, okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't have those 3 at the top for advantage, normal, or disadvantage. But
Yep. Now you can toggle it.
Thank you.
Alright, so now it is. Goblin 5 just went, so.
Are you listening? Oh god, I thought he was just talking to his friends.
So Goblin 5 is going to use his Nimble Escape as a bonus action, and he's going to disengage, and he's going to move back. Alright, so now it's Goblin 6's turn. He's going to take a swing at you with a natural 1. So, this poor fella, he tries to swing at you, but a little rock just seems to catch his blade as he swings, knocking it out of his hand. And the scimitar lands on the ground, or scimitar, whatever it's called. It lands on the ground out of his hand because, like, his blade just caught something and just knocked it right out.
He's left-handed and swung at the wall first.
Yeah. He will use his bonus action also, his Nimble Escape, and try to get a little bit of distance. All right,
Now he
Feng.
has no weapon.
Feng, it is your turn.
I am still raging. Time to kill. Rip and tear. And he slashes into this goblin. Pew! Damn it!
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Oh god. So he just takes the swing, stumbles, and just like just trips,
And the
falls.
he falls as he falls. The axe kind of lands in the ground. He's still got a hand on it, but it's gonna take an action to kind of pull that out.
Oh god. No, not again! That'll be it.
All right, mine. It's your turn.
Ooh.
Oh, entangle. All right. Oh man, Bo used to use this. Strength is a -1. He fails.
Nice.
So it's all these guys. Oh no, it's 2 of them. They both fail, so they are stuck.
Where you going, partner? Nowhere.
Nomadic, are you there? I don't know if we can hear you.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I casted Entangle there in that where that yellow square is. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah.
And then as a bonus action cantrip, produce flame on this guy. Why am I drawing squares? Stop drawing squares. This guy.
All right.
22 to hit.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
All right. And that is 3 damage.
Okay. So you produce your flame and kind of shoots out at him and ignites him, sears off his eyebrows. These couple burns. He's kind of blackened from the soot. He's injured, but he's still standing.
How do I delete these squares?
You just click on them and press the delete button on your keyboard.
Oh, okay.
See if you. There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Goblin 4,
Here we go.
which is this guy. Feng, he is going to swing on you.
All right.
Now, did you say you fell down?
That's what I described, so I guess he's prone.
All right. It's rolling with advantage.
All right,
Sorry,
okay,
that second one doesn't count.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, okay. So 13 plus 4, that is 17. Yeah, that hits.
All right. My thing. Hold on, I got refresh. The roller thing was getting stuck there. All right, so 1d6 plus 2.
Let's see.
Why is my thing not rolling? What's going on here? Oh, there it is. So 7 damage.
All right, that gets cut in half because I'm raging, so that is 3.
Okay.
So I'm still good.
All right. He's going to use his disengage action, and he's going to try to come up here.
That's considered rough terrain also.
Yeah. That's all right. It's only 15.
Okay.
All right, Conlen, it is your turn.
Step on that scimitar so that it put my foot on it to make absolutely sure nothing else can pick it up while I load up the crossbow and send another bolt flying.
Okay. Which one?
We don't need to worry about the one that struck me on the right. And the one on the furthest left is partially wounded, right?
Yep.
Yeah, wounded and restrained.
Yep. Both on the sides, the left and the right, are both restrained.
Yeah.
That's the only one that can get away right now.
So I believe you would have advantage?
I'm not sure on the restrained if that gives us advantage or if they just can't move. Restrained.
Well, either
Speed
way.
becomes 0. Attack rolls against a creature have advantage.
Either way,
And the
since
creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
since the one in the middle is capable of moving and the other ones are not, then I would fire the light crossbow at the middle one.
Okay.
Number 4.
Yep. Okay, 11 does not hit.
Is that with advantage?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You do have advantage. Oh, no, he's not restrained. This one's not restrained.
Oh, that one's not restrained, yeah.
So that one apparently has a shield as well.
Their AC is 15. Without a shield, it'd be 13.
Gotcha. All right, so I miss. Fire and I miss. Fire and I miss.
All right. Oh, okay, Goblin 5 is this one. He has to make a strength check. If I remember right.
DC 13 strength, yeah.
Okay, so he manages to break free of the entanglement. And he's going to stay here. He's going to shoot at Conlen with his short bow.
I see you choosing the suicidal route. I got it.
8.
8 misses.
All right. He is going to hide behind this goblin.
Oh.
All right, Goblin 6, which is this guy. He's got to make his strength save. And he is not. He is still restrained. However, he is going to take a pot shot at Feng with his short bow with a 10.
No.
Okay, so he pulls his arrow. You hear the arrow kind of fly by your head and then bounce off the wall behind you.
I will say that I am prone, so that's at disadvantage.
Oh, yeah. So it'd be
okay. I just wanted to see if you were rolling that one.
All right. That's gonna be his turn. All right, Feng, it's your turn.
All right, gotta get it up.
All right, so that's half your movement.
Yep. I looked at mine. Is that safe to walk through?
Might be muted.
Mine?
Yeah, what's up?
Is this safe to walk through?
It's considered rough terrain.
But nothing's gonna happen to me if I like step into it.
No, it costs double movement. So every square is 10 foot within that area.
All right, so I'm down a bit of movement, so I'm not gonna attempt that yet. Better idea. I drop the great axe and I pull out a javelin.
All right.
So we're gonna chuck it at this boy.
Okay.
Now I just gotta check something. I am raging, so gotta see. Does the +2 apply to? It only applies to melee weapons, so this won't apply. Got it. All right. Javelin throw against this goblin right here. 14.
14 hits. This one does not have a shield.
5 damage.
Okay, so you chuck your javelin. It goes and it sticks the goblin kind of right in the shoulder. It hurts him. You can hear him scream in pain, but he's still up. He is bloodied.
All right, that'll end my turn.
All right, mine is your turn.
All right, I'm going to move up here because I don't want to get too far away from everybody. And I'm going to use Produce Flame against this guy up here.
All right.
That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
2 points of damage.
Okay. So now his eyebrows and the top of his head are now bald and sooted. He is even more bloodied, but he is still standing.
And that'll be it.
All right. So Goblin 4 is this guy here. He's going to take a step back out of the rough terrain, and he is going to shoot his crossbow actually at mine. I need the roller here. 10.
Nope.
Okay. It's going to be his turn. Conlen, is your go.
All right. Speed of 30, so I'll move 1, 2, and 3. And just double checking, cantrips can be used anytime.
Yep.
Going to go for a poison spray then on how do I ping that? The top left one.
Okay. Okay, so he's got to make a spell save of DC. And his constitution. That is a flat roll. 13 exactly.
Oof. 8 plus my 3 on 10. Yep. So if it meets, it beats.
Okay, yeah, so I don't think he takes anything.
Alright.
Alright, so you blow your spray fumes out, and the goblin just kinda
just missed.
Yeah.
Aimed it too low.
Kinda hit its feet. Alright, so Goblin 5, which is this guy here, he's gonna take a shot at you with a short bow. 10.
It's a miss.
Alright.
Armor 15. And short bow hits my shield.
Alright. He's gonna kind of flee off into the darkness. And that would be his turn, so Goblin 6, he has to make his saving throw. He's still restrained, but he's gonna try to shoot at you with his short bow for an 11.
Who's
So
he?
To the shield.
Who's he attacking?
Conlen.
Oh,
because he's the closest.
Oh.
Yeah, he can't really do much because he's stuck, so that's going to be the end of his turn. All right, Feng, it's your turn.
Okay. Move up through the difficult terrain, get up to this guy who's all tangled up,
All right.
and he's going to take a swing at him.
Okay.
Now, I believe I have advantage because he's restrained.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. Swing!
Ooh.
Boom!
Natural 20. Roll damage. Describe your kill.
Oh, he's just bisected. He's bifurcated.
Okay. You take your axe, swing it horizontally, and you cleave this goblin literally right in half. His top, right at the waist. And you see him. You see his top torso trying to crawl around a little bit. He reaches out toward you, and then he just kind of head just kind of drops, and he is done.
Tell your other small, pointy-ear friends, I come for their heads. I don't know why I went Russian.
Go ahead and roll an intimidation check on that.
Okay. I have a charisma -1. It's a 4.
Okay. So this goblin roll with advantage because you just chopped a goblin in half.
Okay, well it's 7 then.
Okay, so yeah. Despite seeing this goblin, seeing his comrade just get chopped in half, he doesn't run out of fear. All right, mine, it's your turn.
He's just running, not out of fear. He's just running.
All right. I'm gonna drop concentration on entangle. That way it goes away.
All right.
I can't click the square.
I
There
got
it
it
goes.
for you.
Okay. All right, and then I'm going to move. Yeah, I'm gonna move up there. Oh, move up here, and I can still see this guy, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to thorn whip him. Hopefully, 16.
16 hits. Roll damage.
That's 4 damage.
All right, go ahead and describe your kill.
As the thorn whip wraps around his neck, his head just pops off.
All right. So yeah, the thorn whip wraps around. The thorn's cutting into his throat. Eventually, it squeezes to the point where his head literally pops off like a cork in a bottle of wine, and he falls down dead.
Conlen glances back at mine and says, "See, breathing."
It seems like that's something all of you need to do here around here. I don't understand it.
He wasn't retreating. He was advancing to future victory.
And then I'm just gonna move in the middle there and in my turn.
All right. So the other goblin has kind of disappeared into the darkness.
Son of a bitch.
All right, and if it's my turn, then I'll move on up so I can see.
All right.
As we're moving, I'm just gonna be like, does anybody else here do any healing, or is it just me?
I was gonna move right here and actually just straight up cure wounds on Feng.
Fang breathes aggressively.
And I just slap him.
Still angry.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
This 1d8. So 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier, so you gotta roll that.
Yeah. So I got your healing just by walking up past you and just kind of tapping your shoulder.
Ooh.
Alright. So I need you to, there we go. Thank you.
Yep.
Alright. Not too cool. I'm slightly above bloodied.
All right. So as you kind of get closer to like the goblin corpses, the rest of the tunnel up this direction kind of reveals itself. You're able to see the wounded goblin just kind of trying to limp away, but you see two others kind of up here in the distance.
I forgot about that.
Oh, look, an audience! I start charging! Wait, I can't. It's not my turn yet.
I did use my spell and movement, so I'm good there.
Alright. Okay, so Goblin 8's turn. Let's see the distance here. 4 feet, that's definitely within the range of a short bow. He's going to roll an attack on Conlen. 21.
That does hit.
Alright. As a d6 plus 2. 4 damage.
Phew.
Who would add that?
Alright, he's going to stand his ground for his turn. Goblin 5's turn again. He's still injured. He's kind of he's trying to get some distance, so he's going to try to move. He's going to try to move into the darkness a bit, and he will disappear. There we go. There. Okay.
Guess he was too scared to continue on.
All right, Goblin 7. He is going to take a shot.
Bring it.
Doesn't really matter. I guess he'll go after Conlen.
Right in front.
All right.
Makes perfect sense.
17.
Does hit, and I am down.
Oh!
Oh God.
All right, yeah, it'd be 6 damage. All right. This goblin's also gonna stand his ground. Feng, it's your turn.
I look to him. Can you get him back up?
No, I don't have any more healing.
Can you at least stabilize him? I'll give you time.
I don't have any way to stabilize.
It's all right. I propose a tactical retreat.
Agreed.
All right, I'm gonna pick up Conlen, and we are getting the hell out of here.
Okay. They're too far away for attacks of opportunity. But okay. So yeah, you guys make your tactical retreat.
Yeah, as we're running, I'm just shooting flames behind us. I don't care if they hit them or not. It's just more of a
Flavor
go away,
thing.
go away, go away, go away, go away.
Yeah, as I pick up Conlen, I'm gonna pull the javelin out of the goblin that I hit, and then I'm gonna turn around and throw that javelin as a way of covering fire.
All right. So both of you guys roll attack rolls.
19.
19 hits. Which one are you going for?
Either one of them. I'm just throwing, and that's actually 4 damage. I don't know why it's not adding my +1 from my magical item.
All right. So
Mine's a 20, 5 piercing.
okay. Same one or the other one?
Same one.
Okay. So you throw your javelin and it sticks this guy to the wall where he bleeds out and dies.
Yep.
And yeah, we just keep running, and I'm gonna just start blind firing behind me just to have something going behind us. Hopefully, keep things at bay.
All right.
5,
So
6. If I have no hindrance to my movement, I'm making my full movement down here. Yes. That'll be it.
okay. So you guys successfully escape, make it back into the dark tunnels of the sewer, and I'm assuming back out to the city.
Yeah, out.
Let me know at what point that I'd be rolling a saving throw or back up to 1 HP.
When you get out of the sewers, I'm assuming
When we get out of sewers, as soon as we're like out of danger, I'm going to attempt to resuscitate him.
Yeah.
At least stabilize him.
okay. Yeah, roll a medicine check.
Oh god, I've never done this. I don't do this stuff.
Can I help?
Yes. So roll a medicine with advantage.
All right. Here we go. 19.
19. Okay, yeah, he's stabilizing back up to 1 HP.
Okay, I remember. Just tear off cloth. Use his tourniquet. Just wrap
I
it
just
around.
reach over with my hand and like just push down on his chest a couple of times. I'm tiny. It probably doesn't actually do anything, but I'm helping.
You know what? As I see this, I hand him the knot for him to tighten, and then I'm gonna start doing what he was doing and start pushing down on his chest.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna grab a little bit of grass off of me and put it around, and then use Druidcraft to like make a tourniquet.
All right. Sounds good. All right.
Yes.
So through all your guys' efforts, you managed to save Conlen's life.
Oh God.
Anybody want to go to the market in the morning and get healing potions?
As soon as Conlen wakes up, he looks at back at the dungeon and looks at the arrows in him and just goes, "Not done yet," and goes grabs his potion of healing to drink.
Ooh.
Ooh. I should have investigated.
All right.
You know, if this is the case, then I think we're taking a short rest here.
All right.
All right. I look to mine. Well, I think I can still do this. I got a little bit left in me.
I've got very little left in me, but I'm still down to try.
All right. Let him restore a little health.
All right. So I will roll my my hit dice then.
We are taking a short rest. I don't think it does anything for me.
So as you guys, as you guys exit the sewer, and Mofan's kind of watching you guys, kind of resuscitate Conlen. You
stood there.
Are you guys all right?
Define all right.
Well, what happened in there?
Goblins. Lots of goblins.
Lots
I don't
of
know what a
goblins.
goblin is, but I have a feeling that's what they are. They're hideous creatures.
My word.
I swore to protect creatures, but these things just don't seem right.
Full HP.
Oh, nice.
All right. So
I'm gonna look down and look at Nutty. Are you okay? And just kind of like pull him out. Just calm myself by petting Nutty. For the hour that we're waiting.
Reaches over the thing and says, "Let me see that rock."
I hand him back the rock.
Just gonna get up and start walking back into the sewers.
Oh, whoa, holy! No. You know, he wants to say something, but he just bears it, grits down, looks to mine, and goes, "Come on, we're going."
Okay, we're not done yet. And I just put him back in my pocket and.
all right.
They won't catch me off guard this time. He heads up the great axe and follows Conlen in.
I produce a flame in my hand and I just walk on in.
Okay. So you guys head back in, and you guys are objects and tokens. I'm gonna bring you kind of up here with the group.
It's kind of gotten quieter since the last attack.
Yeah, you guys see just various corpses, goblins everywhere.
Can I investigate them and see if they have anything on them?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a 19.
Okay. So investigating the goblin bodies, you find a total of 8 gold.
Nice.
You also find some I mean, they're not really great scimitars. They're kind of dull. They're jagged. They aren't in the best condition, but you do find some of their scimitars, and their goblin arrows, goblin bows. They're short bows.
I'll pick up 2 of the scimitars and stow them away.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take one of the scimitars.
All
That
right.
way I have a melee weapon.
Okay.
um,
I presume that mine got the one that was on the ground then.
Yep.
The one the other one dropped and ran before he got just splattered.
All right. So,
inventory, manage inventory, add an item.
No, I'm gonna experiment with this. Rather than have his great axe out, he's going to take out the 2 scimitars and wield them.
all right.
Ooh.
Gonna make sure to see as far down the tunnel as I can as I walk. Because as soon as I can see 60 feet in front of me, or as soon as I can see a goblin 60 feet in front of me, I'm gonna do something.
I'm guessing that this scimitar is not made for me.
Well, goblins are about the they're about the same size.
About the same height.
Okay.
If you have to be 3 feet, then it would be about your size.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys can see all the way up until the end of the tunnel, and all you see is corpses.
All right.
I can take. I look to Conlen and I put my hand on his shoulder. I can take point now.
I want to move up to this little corner. I'm guessing this is where the scimitar was, right?
Yep.
I want to throw a fireball over or a flame over in this direction to see if there's anything over here, like just around the corner. Okay.
Go ahead and roll a perception.
Perception. 14.
Okay. There's nothing living over here, but you do see kind of like a hole kind of dug in the ground, and you see like and smell a lot of gross goblin refuse.
Can I look through the refuse and see if there's anything in the hole?
It's by refuse I mean droppings and gross, but no, it's pretty much just their latrine.
Oh, okay.
If you want to dig through it, you go right ahead, sir.
I mean, yeah. I'm used to nature. This is natural.
All right.
All right. Well, let's keep on moving forward.
All right. I'm gonna keep moving.
All right.
What kind of bows do these things have? Like short bows, right?
Yep, short bows.
All right. Not too concerned with those. I'm dual wielding scimitars now, so I'm just gonna keep moving forward.
All right.
Is that investigation just the ones back there, or is that including these 2 up here?
That was these 3 down here.
Okay. As we're going by, I'm gonna investigate just to see if they have anything. Nope, I got a 5.
I'll be pressed up against this wall, just looking around the corner to see if there's anything down the corridor here.
Okay.
These are very interesting creatures as I'm just moving their arms around like weirdly. Just pick up its arm.
Never seen something so small act so ferocious. Usually I'd fight more fishy people.
Fishy people? Never seen one of those before.
You see a lot of strange things when you go out in the oceans.
Ah, yes.
I see a lot of strange things everywhere.
You know what? Fair enough.
Feeling that mine is talking about he and Feng.
So yeah, looking down this tunnel thing, you also don't really see anything but just rock, stone path, goblin footprints.
I am actively lit now, so I'm gonna make a perception check.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
That's a net.
So as you're looking down this way, you notice the goblin tracks take a sharp turn going down this way. And there's a few of them.
I whisper to the other 2. Goblins up ahead. Just went down the just went around the corner over there. What do you
Like
suppose we do?
I'd like to investigate the footprints to see if I can figure out how many.
Okay, roll an investigation. Or okay, so you see at least you count kind of the tracks that of the goblins that you killed. So you can eliminate at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets, but there is 5 more sets, and one of those sets is considerably bigger than the other sets.
Oh. Feng's gonna steadily walk over towards this goblin stuck against the wall and pull the javelin out.
All right.
And of course, I'll advise my team that remember I said that 8 foot tall, or they're smaller than 8 foot. There is something bigger here.
Oh, jeez.
I'm more enamored by the goblin stuck to the wall. I'm gonna look at him.
Yeah, he just pulls the javelin out of that goblin, and the goblin falls to the ground.
19 investigation on that goblin.
All right. Let's do a D4. All right, you find 2 gold on them.
Ooh. Did there happen to be any of the shields that they had drop anywhere?
Yeah, you found a shield amongst one of them.
Okay, I'm guessing it's just a wooden shield, crappy.
Yeah, just a crappy wooden shield.
All right, I'm gonna grab that.
Well, Vesno, I feel like I should inform you. If last time wasn't a clear indicator of how I work, that was it. So, if we do see them, how do you think we should go about this? Because my usual strategy is I run in, I attract them all to me, take all the hits, and then I let my allies do the rest of the work. If they can.
Conlen tosses the little rocket that's lit up in the air and catches it a couple of times. I've got something up my sleeve.
Alright. I'm trusting you.
I just have a flame in one hand and a whip of thorns in the other, and I'm like, okay.
Listen. I put my hand on mine and I I put hand on mine. and I go, listen, I can protect you. I can protect Nutty. I can protect Conlen. But I want to know that you are both going to protect me. Okay?
I'm a little tapped at the moment, but I have these.
Do your best.
Will do. And I just kind of stand there with arms on my hips. Mm.
All right. Fang smiles at that, and he's gonna stand up straight. Gonna, and then, you know what? Against our better interest, I'm gonna try to make a. And Fang's gonna suggest. Let's try that sneaky thing again.
We can either go sneaky, or maybe I can try drawing them out to us.
How so?
I throw a flame in the room, and they come to us.
Mm.
Or I could make a noise. I could make it smell like a skunk.
Fang's gonna reach into his bag and pull out a javelin. All right. That sounds pretty good. How's that sound to you?
Ooh. I know what I'll do.
Ooh. Idea?
Yes.
Share.
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft and make a. Wait a minute. Let me make sure that I'm reading this right. Sound of a small animal. I'm gonna make the sound of a dying fox. Over in like actually this corner over here. Goblins like food.
And readying my crossbow.
All
and
right.
changing my action if it's something bigger than a goblin.
Okay.
Well, as soon as a goblin comes around the corner, I would like to rage and then throw my javelin at it.
Okay. So 2 goblins kind of come out to investigate.
I'll go for the one at the bottom.
All right.
Or that one.
All right. So we'll start with the top here. Conlen, go ahead and use your reactionary crossbow attack.
Yep.
22 hits. Roll damage. Oh, which one are you going after first?
The bottom one.
Okay.
All right, let's see that damage.
Keep having to type it. I don't see where to.
If you click on the name in the Roll20 chat, not on your sheet, but in the Roll20 chat, it should roll the damage. There you go.
Gotcha.
Okay. Actually, roll again because they don't realize that you're there. Just to see if you roll any higher.
Oh, you mean so like another D20 to see if you
Yeah,
crit.
yeah, it'd be with advantage.
This one.
There we
Okay.
go.
All right, so 3 damage on this guy. That would be sneak attack, wouldn't it? So it'd be what, an extra D6?
If he's a rogue,
Oh yeah, only rogues can do that.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Then
So you fire your
Thank-
crossbow, and it kind of hits this goblin in the back of the shoulder. He's like, ah! And then turns around.
and then Feng's gonna launch his javelin.
All right.
All right. This is also with advantage, correct?
Yes.
It's at the top goblin.
Okay.
Here we go.
17.
17.
Hits.
Boom. It's just 5. It doesn't apply to ranged.
Okay. So, yeah, this one hits the goblin kind of in the stomach. He's like, ah! But he's still standing. They are both bloodied, though. And we shall get the initiative up.
Is this a new initiative or?
Same initiative.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay, so we need the dice roller. Bam. So 3, 932, and 12.
If you remember, I said I have to go get my cat.
Oh yeah.
It's
All right.
time for me to get her and get going.
Yeah, we can take a bit of a break before we start the combat if that's what you want.
I will be gone for roughly an hour.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not down the street.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, then guess we could probably call the session here and come back next week and continue the combat.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right.
Got our surprise round in, and now they're wounded, and we'll be ready for the next.
All right. Well, guys.
Sorry, guys.
That's all good, man. Well, guys, thank you for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed
Thank
so
you
far.
for hosting.
Problem.
Thank you for hosting. Thank you for DMing.
Yeah.
No problem.
Appreciate it, and see you next week. I gotta go though. I'm gonna have to disconnect. See you.
All right.
Later, man.
Yeah.
Next time, guys. Later on.
Later.
Later.